Good afternoon. Today we're at the remains of the historic Haynes Ranch. Let's go and explore. These abandoned buildings were once owned by J.C. Haynes, who was known as the father of Osoyoos. Originally from Ireland, Haynes moved to Osoyoos in 1861, where he became the first settler, colonial officer, and judge for the Osoyoos region. He also built a combined living quarters and customs house, which was the first building in Osoyoos. Starting in 1865, Haynes was granted permission to purchase large parcels of land which were previously public land. This became one of the first cattle ranches in the Okanagan Valley, and over the years he amassed almost 22,000 acres of land. Although originally used as a horse ranch, it was quickly switched to a cattle ranch and amassed a herd of close to 4,200 head of cattle. This specific house was built for the judge in 1860, with a later addition constructed in 1875. Judge Haynes ran his cattle empire for many years, but in 1888 he suddenly became ill and died before he could find help. The judge died on his birthday, July 6, 1888, aged 56. After the judge's passing, the family returned to Ireland so that the children could finish their education. However, the second eldest son, named Val, returned to the Osoyoos region in 1893. By that time, the ranch had been purchased by Judge Haynes' partner, Thomas Ellis, so Val went to work for him as a foreman. He continued in that position even after Ellis sold his position in the ranch to the Shatford brothers in 1905, and after the Shatfords sold the land to the government in 1919 for use as a soldiers' settlement. By all accounts, Val was an outstanding cattleman and cowboy. Although he was never interested in competition or rodeos, it was said that his roping skills were beyond all others. The bunkhouse on this property was constructed for Val and other work crews in 1911. And the barn, now across the street, was rebuilt in 1916 after it was destroyed by fire 2 years earlier. Eventually, Val Haynes was able to purchase back part of the ranch and the empire that previously belonged to his father. Val continued to be active as a rancher even up until his death at the age of 87. In fact, on his last birthday, he participated in a cattle drive, moving some 200 cattle, a distance of about 20 miles, with the help of his grandsons. The ranch house and bunkhouse were last inhabited around 1963 and have progressively deteriorated ever since. These photos from 1979 help demonstrate the passage of time. Some other buildings on the property, like the sheds and ice house, have been destroyed, and you can see where the root house originally existed, but now is caving in. Open to the elements, the attic is being used as a residence for a group of long-eared bats. Local communities have shown some interest in restoration of this historic site, but to date, no restoration work has actually taken place, other than the addition of an interpretive sign. Thanks for joining. If you enjoyed this video, please remember to like, subscribe, and share. And until next time, it's time to exit through the gift shop.